The Brave Teddy and the Nighttime Guardianship. In a quiet little town, nestled between rolling green hills, there was a charming house with a cozy attic bedroom. This room belonged to a little girl named Emily. She had curly golden hair, sparkling green eyes, and a heart full of imagination. But Emily also had something else, a brave and loyal friend, a stuffed teddy bear named Bramble. Bramble was no ordinary teddy bear. He had soft brown fur, a patch over one eye, and a red bow tie that Emily had tied herself. She loved him dearly, whispering secrets into his ear and clutching him tightly whenever she felt afraid. What Emily didn't know was that Bramble had a secret of his own. When the clock struck midnight and moonlight streamed through the curtains, Bramble would come alive to protect her from the shadows that dared to bring bad dreams. The first night of bravery. One chilly autumn night, Emily fell asleep after reading her favorite story about knights and dragons. The room was bathed in soft moonlight, and Bramble sat propped up on her pillow. When the clock ticked to midnight, a magical hum filled the room. Bramble's button eyes twinkled, and his limbs stretched. He took a deep breath, adjusting his bow tie. "Time to guard," Bramble whispered to himself, standing tall on the bed. Suddenly, a faint wisp of dark mist crept under the door. Bramble's ears perked up. He leaped down from the bed, landing on the plush rug with a soft thud. The mist began to swirl, growing into a shadowy figure with glowing yellow eyes. "Who dares disturb Emily's dreams?" Bramble demanded, his tiny voice firm. The shadow hissed, "I am Nocturnus, the keeper of nightmares. Step aside, little toy." But Bramble stood his ground. "You shall not pass. Emily's dreams are hers alone, and I will not let you steal her peace." With that, Bramble charged forward, wielding a tiny wooden sword he'd fashioned from one of Emily's old craft projects. The two clashed, sparks flying as Bramble's sword met Nocturnus' dark tendrils. Though small, Bramble's courage made him a formidable foe. After a fierce battle, Nocturnus retreated, vanishing with a final hiss. A new ally. The next morning, Emily awoke feeling refreshed, unaware of Bramble's heroic deeds. She picked him up, hugging him tightly. "You're my best friend, Bramble," she said softly. That night, Bramble prepared for his usual watch. But as he stood at the edge of the bed, he noticed something unusual. A tiny beam of light floated through the window and landed gently on the nightstand. From it emerged a small, glowing figure with delicate wings, a dream fairy named Leora. "You've been brave, Bramble," Leora said, her voice like the soft chime of bells. "But protecting Emily is no small task. I've come to help." Bramble tilted his head. "Why would a dream fairy help a teddy bear?" Leora smiled. "Because Emily's happiness lights the dreams of others. Together, we can ensure her nights remain peaceful." From then on, Bramble and Leora became a team. Each night, they patrolled the room, chasing away dark shadows and ensuring only the gentlest dreams reached Emily. The final challenge. One stormy night, the wind howled, and thunder rumbled. The room felt heavier, as though the storm had invited something far more sinister. Bramble and Leora stood guard, their senses alert. Suddenly, a crack of lightning illuminated a towering figure that emerged from the darkest corner. It was Morven, the master of fears, draped in a cloak of swirling shadows. His voice was deep and chilling. "You think you can keep her safe forever?" Morven taunted. "Fear is inevitable. Let her face it alone." Bramble's paws trembled, but he stepped forward. "She's never alone," he said firmly. "As long as I'm here, her dreams will remain bright." Leora raised her tiny hands, casting a protective circle of light around the bed. Morven roared, sending a wave of shadowy energy toward them. Bramble leapt into action, shielding the circle with his small frame. "Together!" Leora cried, sending a burst of golden light toward Morven. Bramble's bravery and Leora's magic combined, forcing Morven to retreat with a deafening roar. The room became quiet once more, the storm outside calming to a gentle patter of rain. A peaceful night. As dawn broke, Bramble climbed back onto the pillow beside Emily, his fur slightly singed but his heart full of pride. Leora perched nearby, her glow softening as the sun rose. Emily stirred, her eyes fluttering open. She yawned, hugging Bramble close. "Good morning, Bramble," she murmured. Leora gave a knowing smile, whispering, "Until tonight, brave Teddy." Then she vanished in a sparkle of light. Though Emily never knew of Bramble's nightly adventures, she always felt safe and loved, her dreams filled with joy and wonder. And every night, as she drifted off to sleep, Bramble stood ready, her steadfast guardian in the realm of dreams. The end.